In this video, after 2.5 years, it's time to assess the effectiveness of the U-POL Raptor pickup bed liner that are used on some key areas of LE2CV. So let's have a look. So U-POL Raptor is proving more and more popular with people restoring cars. You don't use it on visible sections because it's got a ripply finish, but you can use it in key areas to try and prevent corrosion. I will say I do have problems with the paint on this car. It's not great in places, and you can see it's cracked there. I've put some more paint on it to try and stop water getting in. This car lives in Wales and it's outside an awful lot. Rot is kind of inevitable. You can't really get away from it. I've got another area here of concern where there's bubbling at the back, but this is not relevant to our inquiries. We'll start at the back, because I decided to use the U-POL Raptor on all the inner wings, the seat box area and the floor of the car. Now, there's some rust there, but that's surface rust from the wheel and other metal items that have been sat in the boot. There is no corrosion of the panel work itself here, I don't think. No, it's done a good job, because there's all sorts of hard metal objects here, and the U-POL Raptor is a tough coating. So I'm going to prove how tough. I'm going to grab these mole grips will do nicely, and it should be damage proof so you don't chip the paint, and it's certainly done that well. I'm going to pull this rear seat out so I can talk more about this. Right, rear seat removal. Easier when you're not holding a camera. So it's 2 clips at the back like that, and I might just take this drawer off to make it a lot easier. There we go. That's how you remove the door. Hold that tuck, and now with the seat tilted and released from those rear clips, it's just a case of picking it up, giving it a tug out of those bottom mounting, and out comes the seat. Do love 2CV practicality. Now, I have used some fat mat down here to try and deaden the sound, but even so, because that seat has little hooks here, it's very common to have lots of damage across this area. But again, it's all in really good condition. There's a lot of dirt in here. I need to have a bit of a clean out really, but it's all beautifully solid and all the good time. I've got muck coming through there. That's the rear seat belt mounts. I do need to get the rear seat belts fitted now, of course, now there are children, but this is all of the good times. But it's not all good. Here in the front, the news is less good. We've got all sorts of rot creeping in, because when this car fills up with water, it all tends to sit here. You can still see it's damp today. That's after I've driven over 50 miles with the roof back and rot creeping in at the end there. So I think this Raptor is a bit of a weakness on a sharp edge like that. It may be it got slightly damaged when the floor was fitted, but the way it's bubbling up around that corner over there, I don't think that's the case. I think it's a genuine weakness on sharp edges, which you wouldn't necessarily get in a pickup bed. So that's less good, and I'm going to have to do something about that, and may even have to get some new metal welded in before too long. That's very sad to see, and it's not the only spot either. Now underneath, it's a pretty decent story in most places, but there's a bit of rot creeping in just there on the edge, and there's been a chip here as well. I'll try and be a bit more gentle with the light. You can see the chip there, so that's not all that encouraging, but generally it all looks pretty new under here. I did spray a bit of wax around, but yeah, in terms of the sills, pretty good, but again I can see rot creeping in on the edge where the U-POL Raptor meets the original paint finish. So that's a bit problematic. Now this area here is where I first noticed the rot. It was when I was working under here. What was I doing? Rear brakes. That's when I first noticed there's a bit of rot creeping into this seam here. But the boot floor itself is absolutely fine, but I can see just a bit creeping in there as well. Despite best efforts, keeping the rot at bay is really quite difficult. Oh yes, there's a bit of rot creeping in to that seam there as well. So yeah, basically you can't keep rot at bay entirely. So there you go, the U-POL Raptor has not been the perfect treatment on this car. It's very good and it's definitely made things a lot better than they were, but in itself I don't think it's the perfect solution. Now I should add, if preservation was my main issue, I would have waxed all those seams anyway. Maybe a bit of seam sealant would have been a better plan before that final top coat, I don't know. I wasn't there for the actual application of the stuff, but it was actually applied by someone from the company, so you would assume they knew what they were doing. But yeah, if you're using that stuff, and I certainly recommend it as being better than most other treatments, I would definitely say make sure you use lots of wax as well. That's what I'll be doing with this now. I'll get the areas repaired that need repair work. I'll clean up other areas and go crazy with the wax. But obviously I didn't want to do that before I'd proved whether the U-POL Raptor was any good or not. Certainly I've been very, very pleased with it on the inside of the car, the boot floor, inner rear wings, areas that get a lot of damage, typically on 2CVs where the paint gets damaged. They're all very good. So that has worked quite well. So there you go, that was U-POL Raptor and its performance on my 2CV. Don't forget, of course, I also live in Wales, and Wales is not a kind climate to cars. In fact, the bumper was powder coated and that's chipped there. There's a bit of rot creeping in there. The headlamp bar also powder coated and that's suffering in places. I cannot stop my cars rotting. Wales just does them in. As the realities of using your classics heavily and not just leaving them locked up in units all the time. That's not how I usually operate. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that interesting. Don't forget you can find videos on all the other cars in my collection. My Yugo Sana, for example, my Invacar, many interesting videos on that crazy little thing. My Daewoo Matiz and my Reliant Fox, as well as the Citroen GSA and Mitsubishi Delica that are not in the unit at the moment. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in a future video. Farewell.